Deirdre Kelly, and look, I can't go around the park to see who else is here, but in fairness, they travelled great journeys to be here. But I asked the Taoiseach yesterday in Leaders' Questions, and I've used every single opportunity since 2016 to raise the fishing industry inside that dollar inside that building. And they've done everything in their power to gag me, but the hell with them, I will not be gagged, I can tell you.
Come on. Come on.
I've had Taoiseach lie after lie inside there about myself personally. I've had ministers misleading the government. I've had TDs telling him that I should not push for votes and push for step by step inside there, but I will never be gagged by them, I can assure you that. I asked the Taoiseach yesterday in Leaders' Questions, when he went to Castletownbere the other day to stand before the industry, did he apologise to the industry for refusing a Minister for Marine in this government? And I know he didn't. I asked him, did he apologise to the industry while he's short term as Minister for Agriculture and Marine for implementing the penalty points, the unjust penalty points upon your back? And he did not apologise to you for that. Because why? His eyes off the ball completely. Fishing was not on the agenda. I asked him one thing, did he apologise to you for the raw and crucifying deal that was got for Brexit, where Michel Barnier went out and he fought for his country and he fought for his people, and we had no one in this government to fight for us. He didn't have anyone there, and he didn't apologise to you either. I asked him, did he apologise for the weighing crisis, the fishing weighing crisis that we have at this present time? He didn't apologise for that either. The weighing crisis that we find out now, the SFPA and the government knew in December there was a weighing crisis and never consulted with the industry. Even the SFPA said they had never consulted with the industry until April the 16th, when the crisis was hoisted upon you. We find out now that the French and Belgian fleets can come into Ireland, back up to the port, shove their stuff into the back of a lorry and head off out of our country without a weighing or without any regulation whatsoever. I asked our Taoiseach yesterday, did he apologise to the fishermen of Castletownbere, to the fishermen of Donegal, to the fishermen of Galway, that there's no protection of Irish fishermen in the sea? No protection, and was seen with the near ramming incident of Castletownbere recently, where we had a boat, a Castletownbere registered boat, and a Spanish boat trying to ram him illegally fishing in Irish waters, and there was no protection of the Irish fishermen, and they were left out there on their own in the high seas. I asked them also, I'd like to address one thing here too. And it was mentioned already what Paul Murphy said inside. It was scandalous what he said inside there, because I could hear, I was sitting beside him. I couldn't address it, there was it's only so little time. I had to address other issues. And I want to say to Paul Murphy and the PBT, or who the hell they think they are, there's no slaves in the Irish fishing industry. How dare they say there is? Next Tuesday, we have the SFPA before us again, and I'm in the Agriculture and Marine Committee, and we have some kind of power over them. God knows, and I didn't think anyone did. We're out to find out someone might have some bit of power over them. And I asked questions, and what I've asked our committee is to bring them before us every month, and that they become answerable to the people in there, that they should be answerable, and not answerable to the foreign fleet of the world. I'm taking up no more of your time. You're brilliant men and women to come up here from all over the country, from Donegal down from the Malin Head to the Mizzen Head, from Castletownbere up to Galway and right throughout. I'll fight tooth and nail for every man, woman and child that wants to fish in the water that are Irish people, for Irish rights. And if they won't stand by me, all I'll say to you is block the capital the next time.
Come on, come on.
I keep it going for a little bit longer for that speech, lads. It deserves it.
Here, here.
Well, I did ask you, did you want to have a politician to come up and address the crowd? And I think we made a thing. Now, do you want another politician to come up and address the crowd? So that opens the floor. Can I ask for Padraig McLaughlin to come up? Is he there? If you're not there, you lose out. So I know we didn't say we're doing this, but you're the bosses, and I'm asking you the questions. So here he is, Mr. Toby.
Good Father Tobin here from Main 2, and I'm here with Jim Codd from Wexford. First of all, I want to thank you so much, and I salute you for coming all this way to make sure that your case was put in front of the Dáil. It's an incredible thing that the fishermen and women of Ireland have to come up the Liffey to get the political establishment to listen to them. It's unbelievable. The proclamation of this country says that Irish men and Irish women own the natural resources of this country. But what the government have done over the last 20 years is rip up the proclamation and hand over our resources lock, stock and barrel to the European Union. It's absolutely wrong. It's an incredible situation that we have a two-tier system developing in Ireland. Irish fishermen are second-class citizens on our own seas. We have a situation where Irish fishermen can only take 7% of monkfish, while at the same time we have French and Belgian and Spanish fishermen taking the vast majority of it. The fact that Irish fishermen can only take 15% of the stock out of our own sea is absolutely wrong. We need full equality for Irish fishermen on our own sea. And the truth of the matter is, in this country, the government has a cap-tipping instinct towards the European Union. The government will not say no to the European Union because it's scared of the European Union. But it's time that the government grew a backbone and told where the European Union should go in relation to our fish right now.